I think this is a good time for us to listen to Doris and hear what Doris has to say.
Hello everyone, my name is Doris and I am a writer. Current challenge will be find the time to take care of the kids, take care of the home, and still have time to write. Children everywhere, 24 hours of the day, no school. My coping strategy, well, I have to draw a timetable, make sure everything is timed, both for me and the kids. Initially, following that was very lousy, but with time, especially with the introduction of e-learning for the children, we've been able to cope better, and I have a lot of time for me, so we can write. Thank you. Ciao.
So we've seen Doris, a writer. She works from the home. The children are there, and for you to write, you know what it means. You need your space. You are a publisher. You need your space. Yes. You need to focus. You need to concentrate. But she's giving us her coping mechanisms, and I think it's quite helpful for us to also imbibe it in the things we do. Do you have anything more to add to that?
Well, most of the things she has said are the same things we have talked about before, apart from the fact that she's talking specifically about writing.
Yes.
But everybody needs to plan, because if you don't, you will just find out that 3 months has come and gone, and you haven't achieved
Gone with the wind.
anything. So let's
Gone
be
with the
intentional.
wind.
What are some of the things that you had wanted to do before COVID you didn't have time to do?
Yeah.
Now, you should have a little more time. You have to be intentional about those things.
Yeah.
If you needed to take an online course, time is not waiting for anybody. Start. You might not be able to do everything before we need to return back to life as we used to know it, or differently, but you need to start. Because if you don't start, we'll go back to work. Albeit differently, but things will have moved on. Yeah. So as part of your planning, as professional women, let's be intentional about the things that we're doing
with our time.
With our time.
Yeah.
She's talked about writing. Writers, I know they need a lot of calm, a lot of quiet. So I'm sure she has to intentionally create that space. That will mean you have to settle the kids at a particular... because if you don't settle them...
You know why I'm laughing? Hoping that really there is a way you can settle kids.
As
because
much as
the attention span, it's so short.
It's so short.
That will
In the
mean you
next
need to
10
make
minutes,
the
they are
best
coming back.
Of that 10, if you know
They're
that
coming back.
this kid would be back in 20 minutes, what can I achieve in 20 minutes? Or when it is time that they are sleeping or serving their siesta, that should be your work time. So whatever works for you, look around. There's some people don't have kids that are so young.
Yes.
And that's a different
Everybody-
challenge. So having teenagers at home at this time has its own challenges.
I completely agree with you.
On its own. So whatever works for you, just make it work.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I will say she should just set her daily goals. Weekly, daily. Just set it and you can let the kids know this and so time mommy will be busy.
Work with the kids.
So please don't disturb. Whatever you need is in the kitchen or is there. So don't disturb. For 2 hours, I will be busy. So for that 2 hours, you have to be focused. The concentration, the atmosphere has to be conducive for you to be focused, to be able to get what you want to write very well. So she should set daily goals.
Daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, and all that. And having said all this, having talked about challenges that professional women are facing, having also talked about strategies that can help us go through this period and still emerge with a sane mind, I think it's time for us to talk about lessons to take forward, because I believe in every event, in every episode, there is something to take forward. What are the ladies in the book club saying? What are the things they are excited about again that, hey, when we move from this, this is what we have learned?
A few of them have, like we just talked about, setting goals. We've all been on the roller coaster, no matter if you're a stay-home mom, if you're an entrepreneur, if you are an employee or an employer. Life has been moving very fast. People have learned now that it's time to slow down. We can still achieve without being on a rat race. That's the truth. Because we are working now. We might not be working to full capacity, but we are working. And now you know that you don't need to attend all those meetings.
All the social engagements and
all the
functions.
O&Bs, you don't have to be part of them. You don't have to, in quote, buy all the ashwebis.
What does ashwebi mean?
Oh, okay, so, pardon me. You don't have to buy all the, I don't know.
Uniform?
Yeah, the uniforms, the
Uniform.
party uniforms.
Party uniforms.
Because right now, I'm sure some people have clothes that they haven't even made, talk less of wearing during this period. So a lot of people are resetting their priorities.
Exactly.
What is important?
What is
Not important? What can I do without? If I like a lot of shoes. I like shoes a lot. But for 1 month, I didn't even wear one. Do you understand? So going forward, you ask yourself, do I really need this many? Can I channel these resources to do something else? Another thing I know women have been talking about is learning to help people. Because right now, your nannies are there. I'm sure nobody's allowing a nanny to come to their house anymore.
Yeah.
But how are they
Coping.
How are they coping?
Where they are.
Your maid guard, your tailor, your
driver,
school,
the support
child's
staff.
teachers.
The support staff at school as well.
So people are learning that these people are part of our lives. And we might not owe it to them in that sense, but we can be more human and reach out to them. So a lot of people are doing that now, no matter how small it is. By the time you are buying, you buy an extra pack to give to the security man in the area. People are becoming more neighborly.
Yes.
You're ensuring that your neighbor that you have not normally spent time with, of course now with social distance, you can because we're all together in this neighborhood.
Each other, so.
Yes, and so we will go for walks in the morning, and you will see your neighbor that you will have driven off at 6 a.m. Now it is 8 a.m. and you can all see yourselves. And good morning, sir. How are you? How have you been doing? Good morning, ma. So we have become more neighborly. We have become more human. So post-COVID, people are learning they need to hold on to that. We need to hold on to our community and ensure that it continues to
Which has
thrive.
always been part of us as Africans too.
But we're losing it because we're becoming
modernization, digitalization, and technology. Okay. They said something about self-care, finance management.
Yes,
would you like to talk about that?
Yes. Finance management. Now the resources are not coming in as before used to be again. So now we have to look at what is important. You don't have to spend so much on
vanities.
The wants rather than the needs.
Just get those things that are important and you are good to go instead of getting so much. So the finances, you have to look, what are the things I need now? What are those things I don't need?
That can hold
that
on.
Can
that
hold on.
Overly
like she said earlier, the party things, O1B things, sorry, the uniforms. you don't need to worry yourself about that for now. Everything.
Because there are no events anyway.
No, this is post this event.
Okay, post. Okay, so you now have to.
You need to realize that you don't need to buy everything.
Yeah.
Even after now,
you don't need to buy everything.
Then the self-care thing, there is time to, that was when we said the healthy living, eating healthy. Now you have time to take care of yourself, to take care of your kids, to look after them.
Grooming.
Yes, the room. You can rearrange the room. You can what you have at home. You don't need to buy things outside. You can be creative. Yes, you can recycle.
It's also a time to look at the house. What are the things I've had for donkey years? You can actually dispose them, use them to bless people around you.
I also say something in addition for self-care too. As women, we said in the first edition that we multitask a lot, we do so many things, and it can take a toll on your health, on your person, if you don't deliberately take care of yourself. So in all we're doing, let's ensure as professional women, or just women generally, that we intentionally take care of ourselves. If it means you need a day at the spa, if that's what it takes. If it means you just need to have it. You know, this morning I was thinking, Can you spend some time in the bath? You're having your bath, and you're not in a hurry. You're not rushing out. You actually enjoy that.
Looking at the clock.
I need to be out in 5 minutes. I need to have done this. You can just actually sip a cup of tea
in quietness without a rush.
in peace. Yeah. So that's part of self-care.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be anything expensive. If you can afford it, why not?
Yeah.
But you can just give yourself a massage.
Yeah.
You can go for a pedicure.
Yeah.
And
Or
you can
even
just
do self-pedicure.
You can do it yourself.
Yes, sleep.
And you can just sleep.
too.
For some people, it is just call your mom and spend 30 minutes just
On the phone.
Talking to
You can just talk to your sister. You can just talk to a friend.
People you connect
People
with.
that you will connect to. People that are not
Yes.
trying to. They're not
Draining
demanding
you.
anything from you. You're just
Or filling you with all the things happening in this part of the world, the people that have died. I know it's also good to know those stats too, but we have to be able to know when to cut off some kind of information. And I came across this beautiful quote from Sonia Rini Taylor. She is a poet and a spoken word artist. I would like to read it. Let's see what she says. She says, "We will not go back to normal. Normal never was. Our pre-corona existence was not normal, other than we normalized greed, inequity, exhaustion, depletion, extraction, and the rest of them. We should not long to return, my friends. We are being given the opportunity to switch a new garment, one that fits all of humanity and nature." And I'm glad that in the course of what we have discussed, we've talked about humanity, being more neighborly, being more friendly. We've talked about nature, self-care, taking care of us and all that. So you see, what more can we take away? These are all encompassing. There is a tomorrow, but tomorrow will be if today is successful. And the today we are in will become the history that we'll tell our children about. So that tomorrow we look forward to going to. What do we want to make out of it? Those are the things we have listened to. And just before we close, do you have any more things special in your heart other than what the women have said you would like to talk about? Just one more thing in 1 second.
Okay, I think this is a time to learn dynamic skills. You can learn maybe something you've learned before. Now is the time to put it.
Bring it back.
Yes, you can even have it as a source of income.
Yeah.
Making maybe ordinary face masks, just making your own dynamic, not normal one. And you can do some other things, catering, baking, and just
There's
sell
no
it
end
around.
to the skills
Yes,
you can build.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Just build it now, and you can. Listen, you can
Take
have
it
as
up on a higher
source
scale.
of income. Yes.
I agree with you. Thank you, Joke, for your last word for today.
I would like to say, women, we're supposed to be the backbone. Let's be backbones indeed. Let's know that we'll be here post-COVID.
Yeah.
What do you want your legacy to be for this time and beyond? Decide. The choice is ours. The whole of life is still ahead of us. Let's be intentional about what we do at this time. Because truly, posterity will judge us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alera.
It's my pleasure.
And finally, I would like to say this. There is this saying that when life gives you a lemon, you make a lemonade out of it. Look around and see the beauty that can still come out from the ashes of COVID.
Yeah.
And be determined and be courageous to let that squeezing not dry you up or make you shrink, but let it make you bring out beautiful fragrance that could indeed bless the world. Until we'll come back your way, the Female Professionals Book Club Forum, we say thank you for your time today. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alera.
Okay, bye.
Bye.